Today, the European Parliament voted on the Tax 3 Committee's report on financial crimes, tax evasion and tax avoidance.
Take the example of tax evasion and avoidance. It costs about €1 trillion a year. It means €2,000 per citizen, European citizen per year. Money that has to go to hospitals, to schools, to ensure that our society has money for the weakest and the most vulnerable people. Having an effective minimum corporate taxation in Europe is really what we need now in our single market to stop the race to the bottom on corporate taxation. That's the first thing, and we'll fight for that. Secondly, we need to end harmful cross-border tax practices for our member states. Some member states are facilitating this. They should stop doing this. We should have fair taxes in Europe. On money laundering, we need a centralized process where we cooperate between European countries, because today it's too easy to bring in your dirty money and make it clean and use it all over Europe. This is a threat to our financial and economic stability. It's a threat to our justice system.
We must find the new concepts how to deal with the new situation in the economy. That's a pity why the Council is not able to proceed with key initiatives in this area, including the common consolidated corporate tax base and digital taxation. It applies to setting up of the minimum effective tax rate. I am very much supporting the work of the OECD in this area, but still I don't support the proposal made by members of parliament to create 18% minimum effective tax rate. I believe that many areas in the area of taxation is the matter of the competencies of member states. We call in our report to ban of golden visa or similar instruments and increase the transparency and due diligence requirements in the meantime.
The report, as you may have seen, was adopted by overwhelming majority, which is not always the case when such important and perhaps controversial issues are involved. Well, you know that the Tax 3 Committee is the fourth committee of this kind in this mandate of the Parliament. And our task was to continue the work of the previous 3 committees, to deepen knowledge and expertise on some issues, and some more topics were added into our mandate. So I'm very happy that we've been able to work in a very intensive manner. We had 34 meetings, including 18 public hearings, and that means that the report which was adopted today is well justified and well substantiated. And I would say that the work of all the 4 committees, in fact, went in parallel with legislative process, which was done mainly in Econ Committee, Libe Committee, and they were mutually reinforcing. And I must say that the European Commission, Commissioner Moscovici, Commissioner Jourova, were very responsive to our ideas and suggestions already. But they came up with a number of important initiatives, including legislative ones. But if I say that there's a common corporate tax base and common consolidated corporate tax base and digital taxation directive, there's a what reform towards the definitive VAT, public country-by-country reporting and others. All of them are stuck in the Council. They are blocked by the member states. So the European Parliament has been working hard during this mandate, the Commission as well, but the member states cannot move because of the unanimity, because pressures. The most recent example being the list of high-risk countries presenting deficiencies in anti-money laundering and terrorism financing area, which was suggested by the Commission and rejected by the Council. The list is a very important instrument to fight money laundering. The Parliament pushed for it. When the current list was suggested by the Commission, we perhaps thought it was not that ambitious. We lacked particularly one country, but we thought that the best way is to adopt the list and deal with these issues or remaining countries in the next step. But the Council rejected the list. And why? Because mainly member states were lobbied at a summit in Sharm el-Sheikh by a country which was on the draft blacklist of the Commission. So what kind of union is this when member states trust more to a third country blacklisted than the Commission? I don't get it, and I think that really citizens deserve better, and unless the member states will not get their priorities right, we will not be able to move forward.